Okay, this one is going to be what I was doing when I wasn't recording videos for you guys. Like, honestly, a quite useless waste of time. But I enjoyed it, so maybe it wasn't useless. Alright, what are these? Oh, they're so pretty. These are called Kawaii Lucky Stars. And I hand folded every single one of these. And there were a lot more colors in here, but my daughter took all the pretty girl colors out, and this is what was left. So, I'm going to show you how to make one. I got a giant thing of these on Amazon, and if you type in Kawaii Lucky Star strips or origami paper stars, they'll show up. These ones are sparkly and they smell like that UV nail polish with like the light, like pretty strong. And they come in this like thing. Sometimes they're glued at both ends, which is convenient and useful, and often they're not. So you just take a strip off, and if they're double-sided, it doesn't matter which side you put out. I guess I'll just fold one quickly so you can see how long it takes, and then I'll explain. And by quickly, I mean on camera, so probably not so quickly. Yeah, and it's not actually very tightly done. Okay, give me 1 second to tuck in the end of the paper. And then I will bring this flat bent pentagon to life. And then I'll show you how to do it in case you want to cut a strip of paper at home. Like, obviously you don't need to buy strips of paper. So right now it's a flat pentagon. Stars are pentagons, right? Oh, I just cut all my nails off. I was playing the ukulele. Okay, so you go where the star should have a dent. And if I had sharp pointy nails, this would be great. A few hours ago it would have worked really well. It's like I'm stabbing into the paper, but at a 90-degree angle. And I remember when I first started doing these, they were not puffy. Like, look how puffy it just got. That's kind of nice. So, if you have fake nails or long nails or sharp nails or hard nails, they'll work well. So that's how to do it quickly. Now, I'll see if I can teach it. I've never taught anyone before. Okay, so let's see. So I guess it's like this, right? Kind of looks like a, I don't know, awareness ribbon. And the way I think of it is like tying a granny knot on your sneakers, or like a pretzel. I'm literally pulling it into a knot. Now, this part might be the most important because the tighter you get it, the better your star will come out. Does it matter where it is along this paper? Not really. You have to tuck this part in or find a place to hide it. So some people like to have this be really short. I'll try to get closer. Okay, so you don't want to rip your paper. So I'm kind of like finagling this part. And do you see where the pentagon shape will be? Like right now, we just got the entire base for the pentagon. And the rest of it is all angles. So I like to take this long one and fold it to the back, and this short one and fold it to the front. This is just what I've like come to like. Now watch, whenever you push it around an edge, it naturally pops up in the next location. So you don't have to think about where to wrap it, you just need to follow the angles. Now, I said we have to hide this, so I'm gonna put it under. And see, it's still sticking out, but I don't really care because I'm just going to roll over it as I roll it up. So along this angle, and you'll see that doesn't look good. Why doesn't it look good? Because it's not in line with the pentagon. So I just kind of like clean it up and constantly touch the edges as you move around to make sure everything's staying fairly tight. And you can see like where the paper will line up. So is it a big deal if you wrap it around the wrong side? Like I could put it down here, or I could put it, it would be kind of hard to actually put it on a different one. That's really the only one that my paper will allow me to use. I know that there have been times I haven't wrapped it tightly enough that I did wrap it around the wrong side. And it still works, it just doesn't look as good. Okay, so this is what I'm left with. Now there are a few options. Anywhere there's a flap, you can tuck it in. So there's a flap right here. I feel like there's no way you can see that. There's a flap right there. That's really hard to slide it into. However, it will make a nice tight star if you do it there. There is a flap here. And this is the one that goes across the whole side. You can see, can you see? Not really. There's one that goes from here to here, and then there's one that's half. So the easiest way to tuck it in is this big one that goes from one end to the other. And you kind of just roll it over the corner to shove it in. That's not the tightest place to put it, but it will certainly work. A tighter place to put it would be to tuck it in this and this. So like there's a V kind of. And is this easy to do? No. Watch me struggle as I try to do it. It's a lot of like, I'm like sweating, trying to think about talking to you and doing this at the same time. It sucks. Okay, so I kind of made a bit of a mess and I'm adjusting it now. Okay, finally. So teaching was like what, 4 minutes? Wrapping one up was like 1. Now I'm gonna do the last step, which I already explained. Doot, 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 doot. Okay, so now I go and I look at both sides and I decide like, are there any angles I'd like to like clean up a little bit as I like got more and more particular. And I'm like, okay, well this one could go in just a tad bit more. And it's all up to you at this point. But you can imagine this was like me binging an entire show. And that is that. I think this video, what can I give you as a takeaway for your day or for your life? I like to just see what comes to mind because that's my unconscious picking. My husband's walking down the stairs. Probably wouldn't make for a good video. So I'll just say, peace out. Bye.